The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, and look at this. Right away, a loose football. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And back to the 30. It'll be second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow on play action. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bengals first down.
And they go play action now. Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
Again, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Draw play for Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throw out wide to Walker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6. And the Jaguars first down.
Here's Lawrence. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. 2nd and a couple.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
They go play action with Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins.
That's another Jaguars first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Now Lawrence
4 yards on the
got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brenton Strange, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now Burrow. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Here's Burrow. Over the middle into into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to number 5, T. Higgins. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Now it's Burrow.
At the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And out of bounds right around the 20.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a bit.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Open man right side, Myers. Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Jaguars first down.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On the punt for the Jaguars.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
That's a gain of 3.
Burrow looking to pass. We're in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there.
He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked differently each and every time. He knows how to counter, how to adjust, and how to get home, as they like to say.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. The Bengals drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down inside the 5 to the 4.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Bengals.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 13-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Got his man. It's Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Burrow will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Burrow. The short throw there pulled in by All.
Complete to Eric Hall. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. And Walker has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Jaguars.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunter. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Jaguars first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
15 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Brenton Strange, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Burrow on play action. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Trayvon Walker.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
That's another Bengals.
The tight end in motion right.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Brown.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Now it's Burrow.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
17.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
First down. First and 10.
Now Burrow.
37-yard line.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Burrow.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 18.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Open man is Myers. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Burrow looking to pass.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And then he's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
McPherson on for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Lawrence going to throw again. On the slant, he finds Washington. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
From midfield now, Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Lawrence. That's complete into the hands of Myers. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
It's now second and 6 at the Bengals.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
A quick throw, but incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete.
Gary Williams, the one who was there on the coverage.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 36.
Now an option play on second down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Burrow will throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Brings up second and 4 at the 44.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
23 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
15-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And flags come as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now it's Burrow. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Chase, the motion man right.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down by 10. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They're down to 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning, so speed will certainly be of the essence. Down 2 scores late. Complete to Washington.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
And Walker with it over the middle.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Lawrence. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Jordan battled there defensively.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.